The markets have been sort of whipsawed on all this. I must stress a lot more on interest rates that are now better than 7-year highs. But this matter and these inflection points that we're showing here were when it looked like it wasn't necessarily going the judge's way, and then improving when it looked like it was, and it was uncanny. To Charlie Gasparino, following all of this, a lot to talk about, but the judge effect. Let's throw out an extreme here. He doesn't make it. Then what?
I don't think it's going to be an issue for the markets. And the other thing is, if the judge doesn't make it, they're probably going to have a more conservative judge come in there, his replacement. I mean, I think that's something that the pro-life part of the Democratic Party is going to have to grapple with. I mean, and I think it's going to be a woman. I keep forgetting her name, but it was the other Supreme Court nominee that
Amy Barrett.
Yes, that's her, Amy. Right? Yep. That's the one, and she's very pro-life, and so it's going to be hard.
In fact, they avoided her in the end because they thought she was too conservative, right?
Republicans did,
right?
Because a lot of Republicans don't want to.
He would be easier to digest.
Well, he'll be more like Roberts. He'll say that Roe versus Wade is established precedent. I'm a precedent guy. You know, I'm not going to overturn precedent.
And there's the flip side that this might improve their prospects.
Yes. Listen, here's what people. I spoke to someone very close with Kavanaugh today, and I said, "What's the thinking inside? You know, the brain trust there? They're thinking this, and this was at around 10 o'clock." They're thinking Manchin is a yes, Collins is a yes, Flake kind of flakes out at some point, and Murkowski is a no as well.
Well, Flake says he's a yes.
Okay, well, then you got some decent...
But again, it could be an elevator ride.
I'm telling you, that's what they were preparing for, Flake.
Right.
But Flake and Manchin are interesting in contrast. Here's why. Flake is retiring. He's just totally annoyed the Republican base on other things. He probably wants a TV gig at CNN, a Harvard professorship, and a couple book deals. It's you could see why he might say no to build up those bona fides.
But for now, the fact that he has said he's a yes, and of course, last week we didn't know that he would push this to the group behind us.
Manchin, on the other hand, West Virginia. He has nothing to lose. Schumer can't. If Schumer screws with Manchin, takes him off committees and stuff like that, he'll just be a Republican.
Oh, you think he'll change?
He could. That's his. They're scared of that, and he helps them build their majority. So he's got and he represents obviously a conservative state. So
would he really want to be the only Democrat voting no, or would it be a badge of honor?
He's got nothing to lose but his Senate seat, and he could lose that.
Because the target is always he doesn't want to be that 50th seat.
Probably, but he's got nothing to lose, and that's the thinking. What do I know? I mean, this is all.
But this notion that all of a sudden this delays, replacing a justice in the Supreme Court should Kavanaugh not get it, that you don't think that's going to weigh on markets one way or the other. They figure they're going to get what they want because they're confident that the Senate will remain Republican and they'll get through a nominee.
You might get some trade-offs, but I think maybe some of that was in the market. I mean, there was stuff that you could debate in the employment numbers today. Again, I keep hyping on this. Wages were not very good. We didn't have great wage growth. We have an unemployment number that's extremely low, like multi-generational low, right? 50 years. But still we didn't have that many jobs added to the economy. Now you can make the point that
the prior month was ratcheted up significantly.
Right. So I'm just saying.
Interesting that you look at only the bad news.
I'm just saying what the market's doing. The market is digesting all this back and forth.
Well, the market's digesting higher rates.
Right, and higher rates on top of that.
Right.
Maybe because.
And maybe the Kavanaugh.
And I don't know. Anyway, by the way,
Simonetti dismissed it too. Everyone's dismissing my theory.
By the way, I made Elon Musk nuts yesterday. Did you hear about this?
Nuts.
I said that the SEC is still investigating him. The minute I said this, right? Well, I would say 5 minutes after it hit the tape.
Yeah.
He started going nuts on the SEC. Called him the short seller.
Oh boy.
I
want more on that, and that was what we were originally supposed to talk about. But he will be back to talk about how he's getting off Christmas card lists at Tesla.